Hello and welcome back. By the end of today's video, this tank right behind me, my 4-foot aquascape tank, is going to get taken down and moved out of this room. I'm going to miss this scape so much, but it's time to say goodbye and time to start something new. So this tank has been running for 11 months, almost a full entire year, and it's just been such a fun tank to work with. I really like this scape, and you can just see how natural it looks now. And I haven't been doing a lot of maintenance because after I took that contest photo, I kind of started working on other projects in the fish room, so I stopped really doing maintenance on this tank, just doing a few water changes here and there, and you can just see how well the fish are doing though. But if you guys don't know, this tank, I entered into the IAPLC International Aquatic Plants Layout Contest this year, and I ranked 59 out of 2,600 contestants, so I'm pretty impressed with that. Hopefully I can do just as good next year when I enter the contest, but we'll have to see. I'm excited to start scaping for next year. But just take a look at all these plants up here. You can see it's growing immersed. You can see there's some algae growth as well because I haven't been doing maintenance. There's not enough water flow in this area, so that's pretty expected, but no big deal because we are taking this tank down. And also, it's quite warm in this tank. I've got a heater right now. Usually I won't have a heater in this tank, but because I've got angelfish in here, they like the warmer water, so yeah, I've been having a lot of algae, but once again, no problem with that. But you can see how well the fish are doing in this tank. All these tetras, the royal tetras and the red phantom tetras, they've had babies in this tank, which is so cool. Take a look right here. If you look closely, there is a baby right there, and it's not wanting to focus, but you see that guy? Oh, and there's another baby. Yeah, there's two of them. So that is really, really cool. They've been having lots of babies in this tank. The angelfish also, they look incredible. They're going to be moved out and into a separate tank. So I think it's time to begin. So the first thing I did is I took the angelfish out, and right now they're in this bucket being drip acclimated to the tank that they're going to go in. And that tank is this right here. It's got the other angels in already. You can see the 𝗯𝘂𝗀𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀𝗀 angelfish. They look amazing in this tank, and it's under the 𝗲𝘾𝗾𝘀𝗀𝘀, what is this, the A2 series RGB light, and I haven't got it mounted right now, but this is that tank that was supposed to be the Amazon or the angelfish biotope, but I scrapped it. I had a problem with the fish getting sick, so I took them out and I decided to make this tank more simple. Right now it's just got a couple of plants in here, and you can see the angelfish. They look incredible in this tank. So yeah, they're gonna go in here. Take a look at this guy. Wow. So the 4-foot aquascape tank that we're in the process of taking apart now is going to be moved out in this spot right here. And this area, if you guys remember, this is where that 3-foot rack was, where I had the angelfish biotope, but I decided to move that all the way over there, and I realized that I could fit a 4-foot tank here. So you can see this mat right here, this rubber mat. My tank is going to sit on top of there, and this is where I'm going to focus on my aquascaping. So this is like the aquascape contest section. You can see some driftwood here. This is the wood that I'm planning to use for my next scape, so gonna be pretty excited. So while those angelfish are being acclimated, I'm going to go and siphon out some of this water, put it in this container, and move it out into another tank that I have in the fish room, so that I can have a place to temporarily put all these tetras in, because once you start removing all these plants, it's gonna cloud up the water because of all the soil that's in it. It's gonna make the water super turbid, and it's not fun to try to catch fish from water that you can't even see into. So yeah, just a quick tip: remove some water before you start pulling the plants out.
A few moments later.
And take a look at that. The tank is out of this room. This room, though, is looking like a complete disaster. It's super messy, but that's okay because we can clean this up. This desk right here, I'll probably move it up against this wall, and all my editing videos will be done over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep any aquariums in this room. Maybe one day. I am thinking of doing a nano saltwater tank, but I have to study more about that. research. And you guys let me know in the comments down below. Would you be interested in a desk nano saltwater tank? That would be kind of cool. Oh man, these lights are not light at all. So that right there is the light, the two 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝘀𝗀𝘀 lights. Right now I'm putting the light stand back together, and here's the tank. Don't mind all that hardscape inside, that's just temporarily in there. But yeah, so I'm getting these light stands put together, sent to me by Specialized Aquatic Solutions from Singapore. So you can kind of see how it is here. There's these bolts and nuts and washers, and I'm just putting them together. Here's another hole that I gotta put together, and then once that's all done, we just put this thing up on there and it'll be all done. So just hold on. Stick the washer and then the nut. Take a look at this. We've got the tank all emptied out, ready to start from scratch, and I just can't wait for this. Take a look at how good the tank looks right now, and why is it so bright? Come on. That's better. But just look at that. It's so clean. We've got the cabinets in place. We've got the lights in place. The floor is looking a little bit dirty. I'm gonna try my best to clean up this floor, and I'll probably paint this floor in the future, but not to get off topic. Take a look at this setup right here. Inside the cabinets, we've got it all nice and organized. The CO2 isn't hooked up right now. You can see the plug is out. We've got the filter as well, and then the little drawer, as well as all the cables attached onto the wall, onto the back side of the cabinet. So let's close this up and let's take a look at the tank. So we've got the ADA 120p with the 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝘀𝘀𝗀𝘀 vivid RGB lights. 𝗲₋₀ Aquatic Studios, super great light. Just look at how nice they look. And then we've got the light screen. This light screen, the thing that's super cool about this, let me show you guys again, but you can adjust the brightness. So you see this little thing right here? If you twist this, take a look at the screen. You can dim it down, you can brighten it up. Really cool stuff. And then also, not to forget, the Specialized Aquatic Solutions light stand. They're from Singapore. If you're in Singapore, you're looking for a light stand, you should definitely reach out to them because this thing is so sleek, so cool. You can even hide the cables. Look at this. The wires, the cables from the lights, they're hidden inside this groove right here, so pretty cool stuff. Also back here, I haven't hid these ones yet, but you can kind of see how it works. You put this plastic piece and you can hide the cables in so that no one can see them, and yeah, it's super nice stuff. So super excited. I'm crazy excited for this setup to get going. There is one thing that's slightly bothering me about this setup, and it may bother some of you guys too, but it's this plug-in outlet right here. When I had the walls put into this room, I had the option of putting that thing wherever I wanted to. The carpenter asked me, where do you want me to cut a hole in the wall so that I can put this outlet? And I told him, put it right here. And I don't know why I did that. It was probably because I was planning to have a rack like this, a double tier rack. And if I had the tank sitting up on top, that thing would be hidden. But now, because I changed plans and decided to move my aquascape tank here, now it's just, it looks kind of weird, but it's not a huge deal. At least we know that water is never going to get into this cable unless like a random fish splashes water up onto there, but that shouldn't happen. There is a good gap between the wall and the tank, so yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Not a huge deal, just looks a little bit ugly, but yeah, just gotta deal with it. So slowly the fish room is coming together. It's really messy right now, especially the center section but changes are being made, and I've been reading your comments, and some of them make me really, really happy. Some of them make me smile, because some of the comments I read from you are so positive, and also you guys are seeing the change that's happening. I'm not able to document everything, but I'm trying my best to put everything on video so that you guys can watch along. And yeah, I just can't wait. Look at this rack right here. The guppies are looking so awesome. These are my koi tuxedo guppies I've shown you before, but look at how good they're looking. And I've also had questions about what are the plants in this tank. This one right here is 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗂𝗶𝗲𝘀𝘀, and this one here is just regular guppy grass, the 𝗲𝗾𝗾𝗀𝘀𝗀𝘀 or something like that. We've also got the DIY lights. I'm planning to make a video on this. There's so many videos I'm trying to plan on making. I still have to do my DIY CO2 setup, but that is for these nano tanks, and the nano tanks right now are kind of like being put on hold because I also changed the rack for this as well. You can kind of see it goes further back, and that's so that I can have my CO2 bottles sitting back behind. So I'm making changes as we go. It's kind of tough doing it, but soon we should have a very nice fish room here, and I can't wait to do a fish room tour when everything's starting to look nice, especially this middle section. I've got to get to work on this middle section, clean everything up, build another rack, and also get this tank set up. Unfortunately, I think I can't show you guys this tank again until next year, because I want to enter in the IAPLC contest, and they don't let you show your tanks to anyone if you want the highest results. Last year I set my contest tank up on the 25th on Christmas Day, and this year my plans were to actually set this up in November, last month, but because of so many things going on, it's just been delayed, and finally I've been able to move this tank out, so I really got to set it up this week because next week it's already Christmas. So hopefully I can get this thing set up. I've also got to clean this mess up, and so those are the next two things that I've got to do. But as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.